modifications to this program, but for now it works just perfect. I attach. This is my mage that I made just for testing. So we have settings to mask the program. We have hotkey to start the PQR, and this is the spell database. So if you want to check if the enemy has some buff or if some spell is in cooldown, that spell has to be here in this database. This database can be used in all rotation profiles. So yeah, let's get to the rotation editor. This is a very simple editor made for idiots like me. Yeah. So those are the rows that will be full of spells, and each row will have condition. When all conditions are met, the relevant spell is being casted. So, for example, as a very simple example, let's add the Living Bomb. Okay, we will call a row called Living Bomb. I use 8 instead B because B is the key which will start my rotation. I don't want to bug my program. All right, conditions. If the target distance, we're not going to use the distance check right now. If my global cooldown is not present, so we will add multiple conditions, and my target doesn't have buff called Living Bomb. All right, 2 conditions, and maybe that's it. And the Living Bomb is located on the action bar 3, so I have to select hotkey 3. You can also choose Shift or Control to hold upon the send key, yeah, in case you have multiple action bars and so on. So we will save the rotation for now and just give it a try. So attach was successful. I click my target. If I have no target, just nothing will happen. Wait. Okay, here we go. As you can see, Living Bomb is being casted and will not be casted again because my target already has Living Bomb. You can see how fast it's being casted again. It's instantly after the Living Bomb fades away. You know, this bot is faster than the human hand.
Wow.
But let's add more spells to the rotation. So we go again to the rotation editor. We can add the Fire Blast. All right. It doesn't matter what name you will give to your row. It's just for recognition, so that you can recognize what spell is contained inside that row. So conditions will be if my global cooldown is not present and spell is not on cooldown, which will be the Fire Blast. So we will check before casting this spell. We will check our global cooldown, and if this spell is on cooldown, and maybe if I am not casting, because in case I am casting a spell or something. So hotkey 2. Save rotation, and let's give it a try. Living Bomb, Fire Blast, and nothing else, right? It will just circulate through those 2 spells in the rotation, and yeah, I can add more spells to this combination. Okay, I stop the rotation. Let me just add some more. We can add maybe Fireball, or maybe Pyroblast. Oh, I put my rotation. This is what I'm talking about. Pyroblast. If my global cooldown is not present, if I am not casting, what else? Oh, I should add if I am not casting here. Maybe that's all. And I need to change my hotkey to 6 because this is where Pyroblast is located. Save rotation. Alright, let's give it a try. Alright, I think it works very well. I will call this interrupt. Alright, if my target is casting, I click 7 and save. Simple as that. I start. Okay, now my target should cast. Alright, I will cast this spell. Wow, it was so fast. It was so fast instantly. Nice one. I want to interrupt a specific spell. If my target is casting specific spell, that spell would be Regrowth. Let's say Regrowth, because we don't have a lot of spells right now in the database. If my target is casting this spell, only then it will get interrupted. Because, yeah. So, I will cast something. You see, I am casting a spell. I will cast Healing Touch. The mage will not interrupt me, but if I cast this spell, oh, my rotation is not turned on. So if I cast this spell, you can see Healing Touch is not interrupted. But if I cast this spell,